Do you know that over 40 million naira was allocated to the construction of a primary healthcare center in this village since 2016?
Nah, lie. How is that possible? 40 million? And we don't have a makeshift primary healthcare center to boast of. Now, wow, who told you that?
I was shocked as you are when I heard from a friend until I visited Budeshi.ng.
Really? What is Budeshi.ng?
Budeshi.ng is an open contracting platform that provides citizens access to information on projects that have been awarded in their communities with just a click of the button.
You mean I can get full information on the project you just spoke about?
Yes, so I even have the name of the contractor the project was awarded to.
That's a huge relief for everyone.
And I forgot to add, we can also call Budeshi free of charge on 0800 2833 744.
Then, no need to waste time. Let's call now to ask about the 40 million.
The money that I collected is honorable that brought
Can
we make a contribution to Nigerian people?
Me, I want all of now look at the live in Nigeria. When we want to take steps every day to make this country a better place.
The new Nigeria is that
education is telling them it's time to change.
All colors, shades, angles, and perspectives can be overwhelming in our present world of information overload. This is introducing Ground Zero. Ground Zero is a current affairs discussion phone-in program covering topical issues in the polity. The program is a platform for an in-depth analysis of trending issues by professionals, authorities in various fields, analysts, and key actors in the polity. Ground Zero gives the listener an opportunity to contribute to the discussion via phone call, SMS, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. From the conservatively serious to the ridiculously funny, Ground Zero accommodates them all. Professionals, urban contemporary businessmen and women, policymakers, public service workers, students, artisans, traders, and the in-between. Ground Zero comes up on Tuesdays from 5 to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 4 to 5 p.m. Ground Zero. This program is exclusive to Invicta 98.9 FM. Tune in.
Another lovely Saturday evening, and you're right here tuned to Invicta 98.9 FM right here in the beautiful city of Kaduna. And today on the program Ground Zero, it's another Budeshi special. And I'm sure that by now you know what the Budeshi special is all about, because it's not the first time that it's coming to you. And on the program this week, we'll be having persons from different organizations that will be adding their voices to our discussion this evening. So I would urge you to just keep the dial locked on. It's going to be 1 hour of never dull moment listening time on radio. And I believe that at the top of the hour, you would have been able to learn one or two things from the program. So I'd urge you, keep the dial locked on. And to be a part of the program, there are several ways that you can add your voice to what we are discussing on the program today. First, you can go straight to dropping a tweet at the PPDC Twitter handle. And PPDC basically stands for Public-Private Development Center. You can go to their Twitter handle and drop a message. The Twitter handle of PPDC is PP Monitors NG. You can drop a message there. Of course, you can also go to the Instagram handle of PPDC, and the Instagram handle is procurement_monitor_Budeshi. And of course, you can also drop. You can ask questions by going straight to their email portal. That's at PPDC at procurementmonitor.org. PPDC at procurementmonitor.org. Before the end of the program, I'll also give you numbers where you can also ask questions and get answers. So basically today on the program, like I said, I have some guests and they are all standing by. Okay, the first guest that I have with me on the program this lovely evening is I would say Nafisa Bala. She is from Follow Taxis. Nafisa, how are you this evening?
I'm good, thank you very much. Just a little correction. It's Nafisa Bala.
Nafisa Bala is with Follow Taxis. I also have with me on the second line because they are basically saw the conference interview that we are doing on the program today. I'm sure you know the reason why. We need to respect the law and also maintain the social distance. And this time around, we are also doing that because of the COVID-19 pandemic that the world is facing. I have Abdul Tashiu. Abdul Tashiu is founder of Community Youth Volunteer Network Initiative. Abdul, how are you this evening? Abdul, are you with me? All right. So, how are you this evening? Abdul Tashiu, can you hear me? Hello, Abdul. Okay. Okay, let's. The other guest is a journalist, and he is from Blueprint newspaper. Abdulraheem. Abdulraheem, can you hear me? All right. Okay, we'll move on with the program, and we'll see. Basically, let me give you a little background on what we are looking at today, and see how we can make you, the listener, understand what we are doing. Basically, the Public-Private Development Center has been one that has been behind the program Budeshi, and basically they are looking at procurement and how the citizens can be a part of it. And a particular project, which is the Project Watch, has been monitoring projects in Jaba, Jema'a, Kaura, and Zango Kataf local government area of Kaduna State. And members of the team are drawn from Coalition of Association of Leadership, Peace, Empowerment and Development, CAPED, also from Follow Taxis, Community Youth Volunteer Network, Blueprints, and Project Watch is being supported by the Public and Private Development Center, PPDC, and Open Society Foundation. And the team has been engaging with communities where they are monitoring projects and has also made over 20 requests to procurement entities for additional procurement. So we are back to the call conference now. Abdul, can you hear me now? Hello, Abdul? We are still having a little issue with connecting with all the parties. Abdul, can you hear me? Okay, we'll keep trying, and as soon as we are able to connect to all of them, we will be able to have them add their voices to what we are doing today on the program. And like I said, we have these persons represented here, and I also have with me Danjuma Martins Dangwa. He's with me in the studio. Martins, how are you this evening?
Well, I'm thankful and fine. Good evening, Kaduna, and compliments of the season and best wishes while we stay safe and keep everybody protected.
All right. Okay. Now, let me come to Nafisa Bala. Nafisa, are you still with us?
Yes, I'm with you.
All right. While we are trying to establish contact with the other persons, let's keep the show going, and from whenever we are able to establish that, they would also join in the conversation. Okay, let's talk about the Project Watch and what it represents and how it has been a part of what PPDC and, of course, the Open Society Foundation has been doing. And let's see how we can all add our voice. Abdul Tashiu, can you hear me now?
Yes, I do. I can hear you very clear and well.
All right, we have Abdul linking up with us now. And Aodu, can you also hear us?
Yes, I'm hearing you loud and clear.
All right, thank you so much. So we have all parties connected now. And so let's go on with the show. So like I said, we have Nafisa Bala, Abdul Tashiu, and Abdulraheem, and of course, Martins Dangwa Abbas, all represented here in the program today. So let's go straight to looking at these items and seeing how we can make the listener have a better understanding of the procurement process and what the Project Watch is all about. I'll start from Nafisa Bala. You've been part of the Project Watch. Can you give us a little background on it so that we can take it from there?
Yes, thank you very much, and good evening, everyone. I hope we are all enjoying our stays at home, although it's not an enjoyment because sometimes when you have to do something, that's when you will feel that you don't want to do it. So I hope that we'll keep complying with the social distancing, and hopefully this will end soon. So going into the program directly, Project Watch, as you introduced earlier, is a group of individuals coming from different parts of the civil society organization, from the CARPET, which is Coalition of Association for Leadership, Peace, Empowerment and Development, Follow Taxes, which I'm part of, then Community Youth Volunteer Network Initiative, and finally Blueprint. So if you see, look at this combination, we have members from the civil society, including which includes, of course, the media. This is a very important combination because we are the people that work with people at the grassroots level. We are the ones that will deal with people, and it's very important that we connect with them so that we should be able to let them know or give this help these community members get the necessary information they might require. And also we are a link between the people at the grassroots level and also the government. We can reach out to the government for certain information, which we can also relay back to the members of the community. So this is who we are basically, and we have been monitoring projects all around Kaduna State for the to ensure that the open contracting data standard is fully implemented in Kaduna State. As we may be aware that the Kaduna State, in its OGP commitments, is committed to the full implementation of the open contracting data standard in the public sector and development of a permanent dialogue mechanism through technology-based listening feedback on all its projects and programs. And open data is very important and it is a powerful tool to track contracting processes and to gain insight into what is going on regarding government projects, and for community members to have necessary information and also learn how to monitor this project and own this project. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. I'll come to Tashiu now. Tashiu, are you with me? All right.
Yes, of course, yes.
Okay, now, we have been talking about open contracting and procurement monitoring. And in simple words, why are these issues important to you and even the general public?
Yeah, good evening, everybody. As usual, you are introducing, my name is Abdul Tashiu.
Yeah.
And also, why this is why you actually this question. Open contract is why it's so important. If you look at it initially, the target of open contract is that government should be open to the citizens to be able to participate in the project that is allocated to their community. But now, I will now look at it, why is that so important is this. When the community has been carried along, and when the community is been fully aware, this is what has been allocated to my community, this is where it is located, and this is the amount of money that is allocated to the project, and that will give the community because they are the beneficiaries of the project. Okay. So now, if they have been participating fully on this from the implementation to the completion of the project, so that the project can be able to meet with the standard. I can give you some instances of some of the projects that we are just going around, the projects that we have been monitoring around. And I'm monitoring the project, 6 projects in the Kadarko and Java local government. We have seen so many challenges whereby the contractor can just come to the community, do what he feels he can do, and just leave the community. After 1 year, 2 years, the project will become something that has been already. If you see the project, you will thought that this has been done 10 years ago, but which is just happened in recent 2 years. Like in the community when we go to the junior secondary school, the 2 block of classrooms has been removed by the contractor. He removed the door, the window, everything has been removed, and he just leave the 2 block of classrooms being skeletally haven't done any work. So this to say community has been carried along. Yeah. They are aware of what is happening. The data has been opened. Everything is open to them. They can hold the contractor responsible. Okay. You cannot do this. This is not what you have been asked to do. Yeah, I was just talking to the MDA responsible to the project allocated to the different communities, whether rehabilitation, construction, or what have you. So if the community has been carrying along, then the MDA that is responsible for the project, the bill of quantity should be made available to the community, and some other important documents that the community can hold, make it responsible, hold the contractor responsible. That will going to be help a lot. The community is participating in the project that is allocated to their community. Then the community can take the ownership of the project. That will going to help a lot. And that will going to be, then this is, we are not talking of the sustainability. That is going to help with the sustainability of the project. Okay. And also, we have seen so many things that is, sometimes like the need assessment are not going to be carrying it over. I was going to one community, one school, among that in Java local government, where is 5 classrooms and 16 toilets. So you see, actually, if it was that has been given along, the community, what do they want to do with the 16 toilets? And the 16 toilet doesn't have a water to fill. The borehole has been sunk. It wasn't fit to get the water to fill the toilet as well, where they have only 5 classrooms. Yeah. So you see, if community was carrying along, they will not allow these 16 toilets to be put in there where the children are hanging around. They have a classroom. So it is going to be very important if the open contracting, if the community has been carrying along, the NBS is responsible to the project that's allocated, make it open. The bill of quantity has been, not even that until when they write the FOI, requesting the bill of quantity to the NBS. Yeah. No, it should be made available whereby a last man standing can assess these. None of them, these people that is around the local community, they don't know how to acquire information like FOI. So if the NBS can make this available to the community, that will going to help a lot. And also it is going to reduce the rate of corruption that will going to help a lot.
All right. Okay.
Because if you look at it, it's going to take you from the procurement. So the contractor can do a substandard work. But no, if the committee is fully aware, has been carrying along, they might definitely won't allow this thing to happen. And that is really going to help the government to reduce the cost.
Okay. All right. That's nice to know. Now, but quickly, can you tell us, because we know that you have monitored projects across 8 local governments in Kaduna State, and
Yes, of course.
how are you identifying this project and why? And I would also like to know what types of projects interest you specifically.
And we identify this project using some, we have ear to eye services, ear to eye apps, we have Budeshi, and we have PPA website.
Okay.
That is where we assess those projects that are allocated to the community.
Okay.
On that website, you can find out this project has been allocated to that community, and this is the amount of money that's been allocated for the project. So that is how we locate the project around the 8 local government that we are just monitoring. We did not just go like that to just start checking. We have the source where that project is coming from.
All right. Okay. Let me quickly go back to.
In addition, if I may come in here.
Okay. Yes, please.
Good evening, listeners. My name is Abdulraheem Aodu. I'm also a member of Project Watch.
Yeah.
We look at projects that impact more on the grassroots people on the society. Projects like education, health, and infrastructure. Infrastructure could be roads. Infrastructure could be street light or solar light, and such projects. These are the projects that we dwell on more because of their impact on the society, because of what the government can benefit from them if they are well handled. OGP generally has to do with improvement of service delivery by government, ensuring that every project tick the quota of value for money, so that money can be saved for development of the state. Looking at transparency, accountability, and competitive bidding as the criteria. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Abdulraheem. Let me quickly ask Nafisa. Nafisa, are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay. Now, knowing that monitoring of project is a vital part of what you do, and what the project is about, would like to know if those that are involved in project monitoring are a special breed of persons, or what are some of the tools or capacity that one needs to be able to be part of this project monitoring, as it were?
Thank you very much. Actually, I don't think there's any special power that someone have to possess to be able to monitor government projects in the community. Basically, anybody can monitor projects. Citizens can monitor projects, media can monitor projects, civil society organizations, private sectors. Everyone can and is capable of monitoring projects. All that is required is, number one, you have to figure out the kind of project you want to monitor, what interests you, and it's very important to look around you in your local community where you can actually have access to this project and be able to get necessary information you might require. Okay. It can be in your local government or in the state. Then you start from there. And as Tashiu earlier said, we have the Budeshi website, we have the PPA website, we have the Kaduna Citizen Feedback app, that's the Eyes and Air app, which you can download. And you can get government projects, contracts that are already awarded. Some of them are ongoing, some of them are completed. These projects you can monitor, even completed projects, you can go and check them and make sure that the right things are done. And this is what we are doing, and this is what we encourage other members of the society to be involved in. Because this is very important. If we do not monitor this project, if we do not own this project, then service delivery will always be at fault, and development will not be there. So we hope that people will wake up and be involved in this project monitoring. It is not hard. It's just to get the information, and you start from wherever you can. And it is for the citizens of Kaduna, it's really a great thing that we have the state signed up for the Open Government Partnership, where we have information everywhere. It's just for us to utilize these channels and to gather information and also ask questions if we need any information about them.
All right. Thank you so much. I'll not come to this particular question. Would be for everybody, but let's start from Nafisa. And the question basically would be, what are some of the challenges that you face in the course of trying to do this job of monitoring projects or procurement monitoring, if we would put it like that?
Yes. Thank you very much. Definitely, if you are doing anything, there must be challenges, but we are trying to see how we can overcome some of these challenges. And one important challenge, mostly in project monitoring, is getting information from government ministries, departments, or agencies. Some of these things, although we use the Freedom of Information Act, where you write to ask for certain information from these agencies regarding a certain project. Some of this information take time to be provided, and some might not even get provided at all. And information is what we use. We use facts to carry out this monitoring, because we deal with both the government and also the citizens. So if we have to go to the citizens, if we have to go to the communities and engage these people, we have to go with certain information for them to see, to know. And if we do not have this information, then it becomes a problem for us. And sometimes we might have timelines that we want to achieve. But due to delay in getting some of this information, kind of mess up with our timelines, and you see the process is getting really slower. And also another challenge, I think, is limited capacity or professional skill in carrying out this monitoring. Sometimes when one embarks in this process, if you do not know how to go about certain situations, it becomes a problem. So skills also is a challenge. And that's basically that. And also contractors. Sometimes when you have to contact the contractors, if they do not cooperate, if they do not give you the necessary information, then that also becomes a challenge.
Okay. All right. Abdulraheem.
If I may come in here.
Yes, please.
I think there are certain procedures that will help if we can carry them out. Like she was saying, data is very, very important in everything we do.
Okay.
Without data, you cannot monitor anything. Because monitoring entails that you have some certain standards that you want to follow. There must be guidelines, and these guidelines are based on the information made available to you through the data.
Yeah.
What is being built? What is the project all about? Where is the location? who is the contractor, what is the contract worth, what are the specifications of the project. At times, take a road project, for instance. Is it going to be asphalt? Is it going to be surface dressing? Is it going to be built up with gravels? You need to have all these specifications. If you don't have them, you won't be able to interrogate the work and monitor it adequately. Secondly, it will help if, for instance, like it is done in advanced countries, if signposts can carry the necessary information about the project. What is the commencement date? What is the expected date of completion? Who is the contractor? What are the details about the contractor? What is the specification of the job? Okay. Where is the location of the job? We have seen instances where we went to the supposed location of project and we can't find the project there. We have seen instances where we went to location of project and instead of the project being carried out by the state government, we realize that the project is being carried out by different federal government agencies. There is a particular electrification project around Millennium City.
Okay.
That following our monitor, we came to realize that it was supposed to be done by the state government, but you have different parts of the project being carried out by the Rural Electrification Agency, which is a federal government agency, by the Niger Delta Power Holding Company Limited, by National Assembly members constituency projects.
Yeah.
All this is just within about 10 communities, rural communities.
Yeah.
Now, how do you assess the work done when it was supposed to be a state government project at the beginning, but you are seeing different, and some of them are even carried out by community effort. So all these information are vital. Then secondly, like it used to be done in the olden days, I'm talking of the 90s and thereabouts.
Yeah.
Projects, there should be adequate information and details with the community. When the community leader, for instance, knows that project A is coming to their community, and these are the specifications of the project, they will be able to carry out the need assessment and follow such a project up adequately. If the contractor is taking a wrong turn, they should be able to protest. No, this shouldn't be the way. This is the way it should be. And if the contractor doesn't want to listen to them, he should know where to take such a complaint to.
Okay.
We have heard of instances where in Zaria community, a project of lateral toilet servicing was being done. The concrete was being mixed at a long distance away. Nobody even know where they were mixing the concrete. They just mix it and break it down there. Now you don't know what is being mixed together. You don't know what specifications are being used. You don't know if it is up to standard or not. I think if each of the community is aware of what are the details of the contract, it will help them to monitor adequately. So we need to have some of these things done. I know the government may have its own way of doing things, but at the same time, since we're all looking at the ways that can help the best service, then maybe we should try and adapt some of these so that it could be of assistance. These are some of the challenges we face. Then let me also add that at times some contractors do have this you can't touch me attitude. They believe whatever they do, nobody can query them, nobody can ask them any question.
Okay.
Again, if there are data that give the necessary details about the specifications, it will be easier to tell them whenever they are going wrong. And there should also be channels through which such complaints can be taken through.
Okay.
So that the government, I'm sure government wouldn't want anybody to come and do any haphazard job. So if you are paying a contractor to do a particular job, you always want the contractor to give you adequate service delivery. And if there is any such complaint, government should be ready to follow it up to the letter.
All right. Okay. Tashiu.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
What are some of the challenges that you've encountered in the course?
I think almost my colleagues have already hit all the nail and they have already captured all what I just feel like is the basic challenge. Another addition that I'm just going to make here is just that the communities, traditional rulers are supposed to be carried along in any kind of activities, because they always, whenever you contacted any of them, they will just only tell you that I'm just only seeing the contractors start bringing materials here. I'm not really fully aware. Then two, and Abdulraheem have already mentioned it, the signpost, some of the projects that we are almost monitoring all. I have seen it's only one project that I've just come across to. I have seen a signpost there. So, it means that there's a lot of a big challenge over there. There needs to be a signpost, and also community traditional rulers should be carried along whenever they just want to do any activities around the community. I think that is a little bit addition that are just part of our challenges.
All right. So I'll come back to Nafisa now. And let's look at from when you started out monitoring projects. Would like to know, have you been able to follow any specific project from beginning to end? And how would you say open contracting contributed to all of the process?
Thank you very much. I would say that since the beginning of this monitoring exercise, we've been able to go around these local governments and look at this project that we choose to monitor. One particular project I made a lot of progress with is the one in Shikun local government, which is the completion of the Goningo High in Tetefawa road.
Okay.
This project was awarded since 2015, and up till now it's yet to be completed. Although there's a lot of progress in this project, and it's ongoing. It's almost completed and ongoing, and we've been able to visit the project site and see the progress in this project.
Okay.
And also in the other project, we've been able to reach out to the necessary MDAs that awarded this project. And although we've not been able to get the information we required, but there was a certain level of progress. At least we got a response, although it wasn't the response we were expecting, but at least there was a response. So I think there's a progress, but I've not been able to finish up monitoring of any project yet.
Okay.
But it's still in process, and I will see that there is progress.
Okay.
And open contracting has played a very important role in this process, because it gave us the opportunity to actually have access to this important information about this project.
Okay.
Like the project, the location of the project, the sum total of the project, and the information about the contractor, and all this information are very vital. And if we do not have this information, then it will be almost impossible to even start thinking of monitoring projects. So open contracting played a vital role in this. And
right.
As we know, it is basically to ensure transparency, accountability, and also ensure value for money and competitiveness. And so far, it has been paying off.
All right. Thank you so much. You're listening to Budeshi Radio, and it's a special edition of Ground Zero, and it is supported by the Public and Private Development Center, PPDC, and Open Society Foundation. Let me quickly now go to Abdulraheem, and let's look at how you've been partnering with communities in all of this, and also you give us a brief on the communique that you shared from your recent town hall meeting. What was it all about?
Thank you very much, Elise. We held the town hall meeting at Koi in Java local government area recently. The town hall meeting was actually aimed at sensitizing the people at the grassroots, letting them know what open government partnership, open contracting, open procurement is all about, so that they too can buy into the program, own own the project, because when we say this is a government project is actually our project, because we are the government. We, the people, are the government. Now they buy into this project and take ownership of them. It will enable them to also contribute to achieving effective and improved service delivery by ensuring that the projects are done according to the right specification and in the right manner.
Okay.
The town hall meeting was attended by representatives of Kagarko local government, Jaba local government, Ma local government, and also people in Songo Kata local government.
Okay.
These four local governments were adequately represented. We have among the representatives some traditional rulers. We have among them members of the school-based management committee.
Okay.
We have among them youths. We have among them women. We have among them people who also work in other aspects of government, like the health sector and even local government representatives.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, we followed 3 or 4 different steps. By first introducing to them what open government partnership, open contracting, and all that is about, letting them know why they need to buy into the program, letting them know how they can also be involved, just like Nafisa did explain earlier in the program, how they too can be involved, and ask them pointedly if they are willing to be involved, if they are willing to take ownership of projects in their localities. And it is instructive to note here that virtually all of them have one complaint or the other about the projects in their area, which are diverse. Some are road projects, some are school projects, some are health projects, some are other infrastructure projects like solar solar powered water and water free.
Okay.
From the complaints that they made, we realize that if there has been open data, adequate open data, if they have been involved in the projects in their locality, either as member of the SBMC, that's the school-based management committee, or as traditional rulers, or as youths, or members of the women in the community, they would have also helped in improving the service delivery.
Okay.
Because they will have been able to monitor the way the work is going, and assess and see where it is going well and where it is not going well. Okay. Because, like Abdul Tashiu did mention, there was a case of a school with 5 classrooms and 16 toilets.
Wow.
But I was even joking that perhaps maybe some of the toilets will be converted to classrooms so that they can have more classrooms and lesser toilets.
No, Abdulraheem, no, I want you to give me that again. A school with 5 classrooms and 15.
5 classrooms and 16 toilets.
Wow. I guess
now you begin to wonder which should take priority.
It should be the other way around.
So at the end of the day, we did explain to them all the steps they needed to take and how they too can buy into the program, and they all were happy and actually came up with a community that they are ready to take ownership of the project within their locality, that they are going to go around their localities and carry out further sensitization of their people, so that they all can know that there are things they can do to improve the project delivery in their areas, and that they will be willing to do this all in a peaceful and engaging manner.
All right. Let me quickly come to you, because we are gradually running out of time. We'd like to know what other agencies of government that you are partnering with to undertake this procurement monitoring, and what type of collaboration that you enjoy. And if you can mention 1 or 2 success stories, and I'm sure you can do this like in 2 minutes.
Yes, we are working with the State Universal Basic Education Board, SUBEB. We are working with the Public Procurement Agency. We are working with the various ministries. particularly the Ministry of Public Works and Infrastructure and Ministry of Education, Science and Technology.
Yeah.
And also, at our last meeting here in Kaduna, one of the anti-corruption agencies actually was part of our program, ICPC, and they were very willing to also come in and assist us wherever the need arises. In fact, the representative of the state commissioner mentioned that anytime we need to go on a monitoring exercise, that we should come to them and they will be willing to provide us with one or two people to assist us in the monitoring, because they too are willing to ensure that there is adequate service delivery, transparency, and accountability. So these are some of the other government agencies that we have linked up with and we are actually working with to achieve some of these things.
All right. Okay, so while you guys are holding the line, I would like to get a call or two because our other phone line has been buzzing. We'll get a call or two, then most likely you'll react to these callers. Okay, 081 40,000 989 and 070 800 989. That's 081 40,000 989 and 070 800 989 are the numbers to dial to add your voice to our conversation this evening. Okay, I guess we have our first caller. Hello, good evening. We lost that one. Okay. 081 40,000 989. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, Saeed.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling out from?
I'm Linda.
All right, Linda. Let's have your take.
Yeah, there is a question you asked this. I don't know what her name is.
Nafisa.
You asked her, Nafisa, okay. You asked her if her close any project to the letter. She didn't explain that very part properly. I understand what you mean by following a project to its completion.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask that particular question again. If they have followed any project,
any specific one,
yes, to see that it comes to completion. So I want her to answer that question because she slightly didn't give the answer that I needed. Yes,
okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Nafisa, did you get that?
Yes, she wanted me to
shed more light on... Yes, specific project that you monitored from beginning to end.
I said so far I've not been able to
monitor. Okay.
From beginning to end.
Okay.
But there are certain projects that have started monitoring.
Okay.
Which includes the one at the Goningora Road.
All right. So, thank you, Nafisa.
Can I come in to chip in additional to what Nafisa? Can I just come around with a little bit?
Yes, Tashiu.
The project that I just come into.
Yeah, Tashiu, you can come in.
Yeah, okay, fine. This monitoring started from December 2019 to today. We are in March, so that's almost 3 months now. You know, project monitoring, they started the activities of December to March. Now, I have a project. I'm monitoring 6 projects. The 6 projects, one out of it is fertilizer 4 in Kagarko local government. 2, we have a Kenya uncompleted 2 block of classrooms that is uncompleted, abandoned by the contractor. What I do actually on this Kenya community, we have developed a community development association in Kenya local Kenya communities, the traditional rulers. We are working closely with them. Them too, they are putting their effort. We are already almost getting in touch. We have in touch with the contractor. Also, we have in touch with the government. We are working tirelessly and we are about to get the results of this junior secondary school in the Kenya local Kenya community. As well as then as Kenya community and Trabangagi and Wonkura, they have, after the town hall meeting, they requested a capacity building of their community members to participate in this procurement. Also, they have seen the light of it to be able to participate in any kind of a project that is allocated to their community.
All right. I
think one more thing. To be able to get 4 different local governments out of the 23 that we have in Kaduna State to buy into government projects and take ownership of such projects in their localities will also be regarded as a success story to me.
Okay.
Because it means that they will also be in the lookout to ensure that there is adequate service delivery and that the projects are carried out based on value for money.
All right. Let's quickly take this call. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
This is Monday calling from Serengeti.
All right, Monday. Quickly, let's have your take.
People are calling projects, but we in Serengeti, we don't have anything that we are benefiting from the government.
Have you?
Public healthcare.
Monday, can you listen to me? You say you don't have any project around there. Have you tried using the Ears and Eyes app to search for projects around you? Eyes and Ears app.
No, I didn't.
Okay, maybe Martins will tell us about the Eyes and Ears app. Just listen, and I'm sure you are going to pick a thing or two because we are really running out of time. Right from the beginning of the program, Martins Abbas Dangwa has been with us in the studio. It's about time that he would come in now.
Well, Monday, and every other listener out there, Kaduna State Government have a citizens feedback app. When you check that on the Play Store, Android Play Store, Citizens Feedback app, you will find it with that name, Citizens Feedback app, and it bears the logo or emblem of Kaduna State Government.
Yeah, the coat of
now, when you download that from wherever you are expected to find projects that are 2 kilometers within your locality. I hope if you do that, perhaps you will find projects that are within the area of Farangida that you can actually relate with. And you can also contact us to find support on how you can monitor that project effectively.
And talking about contacting to find support on how you can monitor projects, you can drop the message or go to the Twitter handle of the Public and Private Development Center, and the Twitter handle is PP Monitors NG, and of course you can also follow them on Instagram and also drop a message at procurement_monitor_Budeshi, and of course sending an email to ppdc@procurementmonitors.org, ppdc@procurementmonitors.org. We are really running out of time. We still have a couple of questions here. I guess I would just want Martins to do our final roundup because going to all of them, we have less than 2 minutes to round up. Okay, Martins, you do a final roundup, then we'll say goodbyes to all of our guests that we linked up via the call conference. Oh, no, let me start from them, then you round up. Yeah. I'll start from Nafisa Bala from Follow Taxes. Nafisa, what will be your parting words in 30 seconds?
Thank you very much. I would like to thank all listeners for taking the time to listen to us, and also the callers that called in. And I want to call on the general public to use the available channels we have. We have the social media, we have the Eyes and Ears app, we have the Budeshi and the CADPPA website where you can go and check for government projects and monitor them. These are all channels available for the citizens to engage, and this is all to ensure transparency, accountability, value for money, and ultimately development in our society.
All right.
So I will say thank you very much and have a nice evening.
And you too, Nafisa. Okay, let's come to Abdul Tashiu, from the founder of Community Youth Volunteer Network Initiative. What would be your parting words?
Okay, I'm usually end of my program with this word: aptitude, not attitude, will become my attitude in life. So whatever you feel it is going to be like, this is your life, that we just feel like you can't just do it. I'm somewhat encouraging people in the Kaduna state precisely. They should take the ownership of the project within their community. They should remember, seeing a project, feel like this is a government property. No, it is your property. One way to the other, you pay a tax. It is your project, not a government project. If your project, this is your project that you can take care of it, it is going to help your community, it is going to help your children, it is going to help your family member. This is your project, it's not a government project.
Thank you so much. And also to Abdulraheem Aodu from Blueprint Newspaper, what will be your parting words?
Thank you very much, Yves. I want to commend the Kaduna government for signing on for the OGP, because by doing that, the government has shown that it wants to be transparent and accountable in whatever it does. Now, I want to appeal to our people, to the community, that ensuring that projects are carried out in the right way and with effective service delivery will ensure that projects that were done this year won't come back to do it again in 2-3 years' time. Okay. And that means there will be money saved to do other projects. That means you'll be able to enjoy such facilities and services for a long time to come. Take ownership of our projects and protect them. That will ensure that Kaduna State is better developed and can compete with other developed states across the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And finally, last but definitely not the least, Martins Danjuma Abbas Dangwa, combination of a major name. All right. Wrap it up and with
I want to say that procurement monitors in Kaduna State have taken the crusade further, down to the grassroots. Requests for additional procurement data, even though they are supposed to be on the open contracting portal, have been made to different MDAs, agencies of government. Now, these requests are 97 in all, and until government responds to them, citizens will still be handicapped on reporting effectively on the status of this project. And one of the most important things is that government needs to actually take stock, because the kind of feedback that we're getting is that MDAs do not really know that they owe it an obligation to the citizenry in this state to provide them information upon request concerning procurement data, which will help them in doing what they are supposed to do ultimately. Thank you.
All right, that's about the size of the program. We are really out of time now. We have to go. Until next time, when we'll be on again with another package of the program. Remember, this program was brought to you by the Public and Private Development Center and the Open Society Foundation. They supported this program, and you can get across to them by following them on Twitter at PPMonitorsNG, and on YouTube it's Procurement Monitors, Instagram procurement_monitor_Budeshi, and of course you can call their toll-free line for other informations on 080 02 833 744, or you call 0800 Budeshi, that's 0800 Budeshi, and that way you can get across to them and get every information that you need to know. And their communication number is 090 322 19748, and of course the procurement number is 070 666 18896. Until next time when we'll be on again, I want to appreciate Abdul Tashiu, Abdulraheem Aodu, and Nafisa Bala. Thank you all for having time to be on the program today.
Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you. And to Martins Danjuma Abbas Dangwa, thank you so much for having time to be on the program.
Thank you so much, sir.